Okay, just a reminder. Um, yeah, the noise muffling. Just a reminder for anons, if they, see this stuff on the news with the traffic interruptions and the construction, if they could, mention to people around them that that's because they're trying to get people to stop driving. Um, or, if you don't want to say it like that, you can say, um, it almost seems like they want people to stop driving, or I wonder if they want people to stop driving, or do you think that they're trying to get people to stop driving? Like, I myself would just say, and I have for years, that's because they're trying to get people to stop driving because of the fuel has to be shut off. Um, that type of thing. I mean, because it should be obvious that there is no government, and that we just have servants that are trying to get the rest of these servants to stop, and that type of thing. I mean, you'd have to be really cognitively impaired to not realize there's no government, especially when people are telling you that with the stuff that's going on. And like the tweeting, I'm not degrading the tweets going out from that account for the Donald Trump. Um, Everyone has the right to tweet whatever they damn well please, but I'm just saying that in a system like that where you had this pretend leader, they would never be doing that because they always put on this air of I don't know how to explain it, but you know what I'm saying, like this, office of the presidency stuff. So, that in like North Korea, I think the North Korea thing is kind of like how cognitively impaired are people? Like, do they remember that this has been going on for years? And it's like, especially if they're saying like it's a first missile test, because it's been years and years and years of that. It was like when the Syria thing kept replaying and replaying and replaying. And like, if people thought that was new news, those people definitely should not be driving if they don't realize that. If they don't realize this North Korea thing is just repetitive. It's like a mental assessment. Um, so that's would be the purpose of any type of road construction right now, is just to get people to stop driving. I mean, when people are telling you these things and then you notice all this traffic, um, like what's going on in your mind? Like, are you in a war against other people? And if you are, like, what is that war and what's the purpose of it? Because the fuel is making people ill, and the not walking is making people ill, and just all of this building and construction is making people ill. And in order to be free, you can't be just driving these cars around and driving to these pretend works. Like, you have to get back into getting your own food and making your own clothing and stuff. That's free. That's freedom. Freedom is not. You have no animals just running around, and you have no fruit trees, and you have no greens and things growing just out in nature, and you don't farm, and you don't raise cattle, and you still get food, and you don't sew, and you don't make cloth, but you still get clothing. Like, that's not freedom, because clearly someone else is providing those things. And that's my take on that about the traffic. That in terms of people that are like, you know, what can I do or anything, like I stated, just even if you're like, if you hear someone talking about the traffic, I mean, I don't think I would do this where I would just be like, people I don't even know, but some people do. Some people will, speak to people they don't know and say, well, um, some, people want people to stop driving because of the fuel, it's making people sick, something like that, or I would state it like that, that the fuel use is making people ill, and so that has to stop. Like a lot of people have cancer and stuff like that.